a Mr. or Mrs. Snorlax?
I'm Mr.
Mr. Snorlax, you can never be too sure. So, Mr. Snorlax, what's your issue with gaming right now?
Well, I mean, like, not, well, Fortnite really. Everyone just talks about it, no one knows what Monster Hunter is.
I'm sorry, repeat that?
Wait, what, sorry?
I didn't hear what you said, repeat that?
Everyone just plays Fortnite, no one knows what Monster Hunter is and junk like that.
Oh, okay. So you want people to play the more of the games you're into rather than Fortnite?
Yeah, because, I mean, not really. Or any Royale game, really.
No, I'm the same. I'm not a big Battle Royale person. I've been trying to figure out how to do a therapy session in it, and I've been coming up blank. But...
And it's pretty cool that you tried it, though.
Yeah. But... I mean, as far as people not wanting to play Monster Hunter or any game you're into, maybe you should find more friends through that game. Like, is there a solo queue in Monster Hunter?
Well, yeah, I mean, I do have friends in there, it's just, you know...
They usually want to play Fortnite.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is understandable. Fortnite is fairly easy and fairly simple to get into. Most Battle Royale games are, but...
Yeah.
It's unfortunate for... Yeah. Now, something you can do is you can sell the game to your friends. And I don't mean, like, physically sell it. I mean, like... Tell them exactly why they should be playing this game rather than this game.
Actually, I've never tried that. I've never tried it. Yeah, sure, I'll try it.
Yeah. Convince them that... Oh, Monster Hunter is a good game that I think you'd really be into.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't know, I'm not to brag, but I'm kind of like underranked 999.
That's impressive.
999. Yeah. You're hard to do.
And you gotta remember, like, especially with newer people getting in, they're gonna have trouble with the game, so you're gonna have to guide them through it, especially if you want to be friends and continue to play with these people.
True.
Now, another good game to get into, I forgot the name of it. It's the newer free Monster Hunter-esque game that just came out.
The Monster Hunter Iceborne beta. Yeah, no, I played through it all. It was pretty good, man.
Yeah. No, I meant the free Monster Hunter game. I believe it's Delta something.
Oh, yeah, the thing made by... Yeah, no, I also have that. It is Dauntless.
Dauntless, yes. Now that's probably gonna be that would probably be a much easier game for them to get into since it is free after all.
Made by...
Yeah.
And also it's made by Capcom. Not Capcom. Made by people that make Fortnite, Epic Games.
Exactly. So we'll have familiar stuff, familiar to them, and it will be free, so it's less money out of their wallet. So yes, it's not Monster Hunter. Yes. Anyway, as I was saying, yes, they will be. Yes, they can put in a lot of money into some of these freer games, but the option of it being free, really. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah. No, I just agreeing with that.
Yeah. Option of it being free, definitely gonna tempt them a lot more. And yes, it might not be Monster Hunter, but it'd be very close. It'd be something else you could play with your friends besides Fortnite or Overwatch.
True.
But yeah, try convincing them that this game is amazing and see their reaction.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, is there any other issue you're having with gaming?
No, not really. That's not it, because people don't stop playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
Like,
and
oh my god, it's the best game ever, and shit like that.
oh, it's not the best game ever. But yeah, remember, Fortnite is a fad. It will die down eventually.
Oh yeah.
So
20 years might be one, you never know.
Yeah. Same with all Battle Royale. Or any other game mode. But anyway, thank you for your time, and on to our next patient. So this is my next patient. What would you like to be called?
Fair. No, just call me Casanova.
Casanova?
Yes, I am doing your responsibility.
That's completely fine. So Mr. Casanova, what seems to be your issue with gaming right now?
My issue is I play Overwatch.
I love the politics.
And the problem is, I feel like the devs are not paying attention to certain matters.
Right.
That may kill you.
Not like that.
They buff May as freezing. What they should at the beginning is not May can freeze you. It's just in my game I play Justice Killer Frost. It's a mobile game. She doesn't freeze you all the way. She slows you down. I believe that's what should have been in the first place. Another thing is the Reaper buff. Reaper buff should not have happened. I know the Shadow buff, the Shadow Step buff was necessary. His life shield was not necessary. So where they're buffing characters, it's only be buffed. The nerfing characters, they don't do nerf. I will say Brigida's character that I have never truly liked. I like playing, but I never liked playing against her. But I will say they don't need nerf again because there's how many times now? Look at that.
Yes. And I understand. Yeah. And it gets hard sometimes. Like, take Mercy for example. She's been nerfed into the ground so many times by these game devs because she's deemed as too overpowered for no reason other than she can rise an entire team. And now, yeah, and now she's not very viable anymore, which is unfortunate because she's a good character.
I feel like the proper, if people know there's a healer, I believe it's really if you watch Overwatch, they don't that PC's character I really also, I wish they, see the problem with Quick Play now, I play Quick Play. I don't go into comp a lot. Quick Play is just a dumping ground for comp players and groups who just get steamrolled and competitive, and they go there to flex on casuals. And they're going a whole team of bronze going against silvers, gold holders, platinums. It's insane.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot. It seems that quick play is becoming a lot more like how competitive should be, being taken a lot more seriously than it should be. Whereas quick play is meant for practice, meant for fun, whereas competitive is meant for. Competitive is supposed to be meant to. For you to extend your skill, to show how good you've gotten at this game.
I used to like but another thing is they don't punish slow motion either. Minus 50 SR game penalty is not going to do much.
No, of course not.
It should do a punishment. A couple of days away from competitive. Or drop you all the way down a level. So say if you're throwing dynamite, it's a punishment. And if you do it too much, they'll bang you all the way.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've been banned from competitive season before for leaving so often.
And the final thing is the excessive amount of Smurf accounts. Nothing wrong with throwaway accounts you're trying to win a hero, that's fine. But these, masters, diamond players who are in silver, who are constantly throwing games to get into silver, and then steam that's not good.
No.
Smurf accounts are not. Some Smurf accounts are good for heroes, but if you're just moving this sort of uses.
See, and I don't own a Smurf account. I don't own any of that sort of stuff, but I understand what you're saying. It's a very rude thing to do, is to make a team, is to make an entirely separate account just so you can fail at a game. And
They don't care.
Exactly. Exactly, and that's the issue, is they don't care about it. They don't care about the other people around them. But that's not on you, because you seem to actually care about those around you.
Yeah, but whenever I play comp, I try to treat my teams with the utmost respect, because you don't want them to treat them like shit. That's the problem with other teams. They treat their other teammates like shit, even though their team is just as good as them. What people need to realize is they say that all the teams trash. They're basically contradicting themselves, because if they're in that same level as them, then they're just calling themselves trash as well. Kind of different.
Exactly. Now, this is a very difficult solution to solve because there isn't any sort of good way to end something like that other than playing with your friends list, people on your friends list, and only them.
Exactly. The fact that the game share, I don't know how some accounts exactly work, how they can just get a free account on here. I think they game share with their other accounts. But if you pay for a Smurf account, then that's...
If people actually pay for Smurf accounts?
I believe they have to on PC, I believe so.
Oh my god. See, and this is the kind of stuff I want to address in these videos, is that the gaming community has gotten so toxic, because it's not just Overwatch or stuff like that. It's Paladins, it's Apex, it's Fortnite.
I don't play Fortnite.
It's Call of Duty. Yeah. It's Call of Duty, it's everything. Hell, a new online competitive game could come out next week, and within a couple days there will be people being toxic in it. Like, the community would just dissolve so quickly nowadays.
Exactly. And here's my final thing before I go. I don't know if this is just me. I'm 17 years old. 17 years old. I go to in other games. I hear children that sound to be 10, 11, 12, swearing like sailors, thinking that, you know, this is fun. Where are their parents? Like, what's going on with kids nowadays? You're right, I know it sounds a little weird. Here I am wondering if this is how kids are going to be, whether their kids going to be like worse. This is not good.
That's a possibility, and it's scary to think about, because I play a lot with other kids too. I'm working with I'm working with 2 kids right now. I play with them very often, and they just continue to swear. Now, it's not like I'm against swearing. I've sworn on this channel before. I used to swear a lot, but just something to address for everyone who's watching. When you swear, the word you're using kind of loses the meaning to it. It loses its impact. If you say the F word 500 times, then it's just to become another word in the dictionary. And the fact that parents are allowing their kids to say such vulgar language, it's unacceptable. Kids need to... Yeah, kids should learn to be polite, be kind to one another. And the cursing... And in media, too, it's become very abundant. It's Stranger Things, the new Deadpool movie, the Good Boys, the new Seth Rogen movie coming out. It shows all these kids, like, cursing and saying all these vulgar words, and it's just getting ridiculous at this point.
It's getting pretty ridiculous. And the parents, what are they going to do? Nothing. I don't even think the parents even care. These are the kids that parents, they don't care about them. That's sad to say, but if you're going to allow your kid to child, unless you're, whispering like this. Something like that. You know, they're just trying to hide from the parents because they know what will happen if they care.
Yeah. I mean, kids will swear. That will happen, but it's the adult's job. It's our job, because I'm also an adult. I'm 21. It's the adult's job to make sure that these kids grow up the right way. Grow up and make sure that they don't. Like, I try not to curse in front of a 10-year-old girl, and she's like, oh no, I'm used to it. She shouldn't have to be used to it.
Exactly. It's getting abundantly ridiculous.
Exactly. It's something we all have to work on. And it's something we all have to be better at.
Well, I thank you very much for this service.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you
sir.
for letting me, and to everyone subscribe to Game Therapist.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. And on to my next patient. So this is my next patient, Parrot, or True Parrot. What seems to be your issue, True Parrot?
I don't know where you want to start.
Start wherever you're comfortable.
I get money instead of love.
A lot of parents find it easier to give their kids money than to actually show a proper affection.
Yep, it's pretty
Oh.
sweet.
Yeah. It is nice for a little bit, but then the money runs out, and you're left with
it doesn't run out.
until it does.
It's not gonna.
Well, I mean, sure, the money won't run out. You're running out of things to buy, though. Once you have what you want, I mean, once you have what you want, then there's no real point to have money. Then all of a sudden, you're left just sitting there, your wallet open, you have hundreds of dollars in there, and you don't know what to do with them, and you just...
Counterproductive? Is that I don't know.
Listen. Just listen. I'll explain myself. You're sitting there, you have the money in your wallet, and you don't know what to do with it. You go out and you spend it. That's fine, you'll get more. But at the same time, you're just buying stuff. You're spending money on stuff. Whether or not it's a meal, a toy, a video game, a console, a TV, a computer. The bills, it doesn't matter. It's all just stuff. Until one day you realize that all that stuff is covered because of the money. And yet, there you are, still feeling like something is missing. Love. Love is a big thing in people's lives, and it seems that not many people realize how important it is to love your child. To show your child the same affection you would anything else, or anyone else.
Oh no, I don't care like that. I already got closure.
Well, if you hate your parents, then you don't have closure.
No, I got closure. I won't go with it. It's a hatred neutral. That makes sense.
Well, unfortunately, children shouldn't hate their parents, and parents shouldn't hate their children, which is the case most of the time. And I personally feel like people should just give, like, families give each other a chance. No matter what. Always show love towards one another. No matter what's happened in life.
Home, that's not the case all the time.
That's unfortunate.
It's not unfortunate. Just the way life is.
Still, I wish I could properly help you with this. But it seems like you actually do have your head sewn on straight, and that you aren't really struggling with the whole parent issue.
No.
I mean, my advice to you would be this. Tell them that you feel you're getting money instead of love.
No, they know that.
Well, I guess what you can come away from this saying is
Sounds
not
like
everyone's...
fucked up, but like still, that's
Yeah.
my life is pretty normal, I guess.
Well, I guess some could say not everyone was meant to be a parent. Not everyone was meant to show love to their child. Not everyone was meant to show love towards... Not everyone was meant to just make another human being. It's scary to think of how many kids have dealt with the same issue. Parents will buy them everything they want, but yet refuse to pay attention to them when they have a recital or they have a club meeting or have something that they want their parent to attend, and the parent rather would just spend money and get them something, get them anything they want. Stuff breaks, stuff will break, things will change, consoles will always upgrade, phones will always upgrade, TVs will always change, everything changes. But the one thing that should never change is a parent's love for their child, and the same love a child shows for their parent.
Oh, don't got that. So.
And I'm not going to try to convince you otherwise. If you're happy the way things are, then you continue to go the way you're going. But if you ever feel like one day, hey, I'm not happy, just do this. Go to your parents and say, I want to know you better. I want to know you better, and I want to spend time with you. And then you do that.
Yeah, I'm already done.
Have you actually done that?
Yeah. That's on the joke.
Unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't work.
Yo.
I mean, not all sessions can be solved too easily.
No.
No, I mean, I don't even know what to recommend you.
Exactly. That's why it's just neutral.
I guess that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's my last session for the day, guys. I think it's the first session that I'm truly stumped with. But I want you all to remember that you are loved, that you're awesome people, and I hope you all have a good day. Good night.